All right. Good evening, everybody. It is 7:30 on the dot, and I would like to call the regular council meeting for June 24th, 2025 to order. Shannon, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Post?
Here.
Mr. Bellin?
Here.
Mr. Fury?
Here.
Here. Mr. Barr?
Here.
Mr. Bonacci?
Here.
Mrs. Walker?
Present.
All right, and Mr. Fury is going to lead us in the invocation and pledge of allegiance this evening.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dear Lord, we ask for your guidance and direction in all city matters before us tonight. We give you thanks that we were able to be together, and let us continue to strive to make our community a better place. Help us to work together, and that we may all strive to give our best always. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Fury.
Thank you.
I am hoping everyone had a chance to review the minutes of the regular council meeting on June 10th, 2025.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from June 10th, 2025 as submitted.
I'll second. Yield.
All right, Mr. Bell makes a motion. Mr. Barr seconds. Any other discussion? Shannon, call the roll.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby? Yes. Mr. Fury?
Yes.
Mr. Post?
Yes. All right. Approval of the minutes passes 7-0. I don't believe we have any awards or presentations this evening. As far as audience participation, did you sign up to speak this evening?
I did not.
Okay. Then seeing that there is no other audience, we will move past audience participation, and we'll go on to council communications and committee reports. So we'll start with Mr. Barr now, as always, and down there later.
Good evening, Mr. Post. Thank you. Since our last meeting, the Planning Commission met. That meeting was held here in council chambers on June 16th. There were two items in the work session and regular meeting, one of which was the amendment to the Planning Commission, the amendment to the Planning and Zoning Code, Chapter 1116, signs, which is Ordinance 58/2025. We'll be discussing that tonight. Planning reviewed the change of changing temporary signs from 120 to 40 days, and that did pass unanimously out of planning, so it's back to council. And then there was also a unanimous vote to appoint to the Twinsburg CRA Housing Council Lynn Muter, the city planner, and that is pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 3735.69. There was some public participation at the last Planning Commission meeting, where residents expressed a concern that they weren't notified of the prior Planning Commission meeting, which was a special meeting held before our last council meeting. And so just for information, and I'd like to credit Mr. Gutowski in the back for pointing this out to me, if any resident chooses to go to mytwinsburg.com, on the home page there is a tab that says Notify Me. It's a big circle on the right-hand side of the page. I'm kind of rolling through it right now. And there is an agenda center where residents, non-residents alike, can sign up via email or phone to receive emails and or text messages regarding basically any and all city business, city council meetings, civil service commission, JEDI meetings, when we have public hearings planned, in this case specifically planning commission, and that would automatically generate a notice to the subscriber that a meeting is happening, a meeting has been canceled, so on and so forth. There's also alerts, for traffic advisories, things like that. So again, I'd just like to thank Mr. Gutowski for pointing that out, and I do think that addresses an issue that some folks had at the last Planning Commission meeting regarding what they felt was a lack of notice. Just a great way for folks to try and stay informed with what we're doing here at the city. There's not a Planning Commission meeting currently scheduled for July. I'm guessing at this point we are not going to have one, so I don't have the next date, but I will be sure to inform everyone as soon as I know. But that concludes my report. Thank you.
Great report, Ms. Walker.
Thank you. I called the fitness advisory and didn't hear from them, so with that being said, I have nothing to report, but I will go see them tomorrow.
All right, thank you. Ms. Labby.
Thank you. Good evening. The Finance Committee met this evening with all of council in attendance. Finance Director Christina Conway reviewed the quarterly expense and revenue reports and then led a discussion in House Bill 335, which included a key piece of information from Bill Fury, which indicated that the point of inside millage would not be included in the bill, and we're waiting with, I guess, bated breath to see if that will come into fruition. Greg Bellin made a motion to bring a recommendation for a new fund to include maintenance and repairs to council. It was approved within council and will move forward. It was approved within the Finance Committee and will move forward to council. And Christina also made us aware of changes that she has made to our banking services, which have resulted in significant savings in our bill paying, which is also a very wonderful thing when you're running an office. The next JEDI meetings will be June 30th and July 14th. They'll be meeting in regard to Family Diversity Days, so we're hoping all will attend that meeting. The BZA meeting scheduled for tomorrow has been canceled, and the next meeting is scheduled for August 27th, and that's all for me tonight.
Awesome. So my committees have not met in the last couple of weeks. However, I do want to say, I talked to some other people from some other communities, and they tell me stories about how there's chaos a lot of times on their council. Current councils, I know, are chaos. And I just want to say again how great it is that everyone here work so well together, and I think we accomplish a lot because of that. I think our administration is doing a great job, and to Mr. Barr, to your report there, I think that this community does such a great job with communicating to residents so much, and I'll give kudos to Mayor Scafidi for that. He has made transparency with everything a priority in his administration, and I'm blessed to be part of such a great city council. And to your point, when you mentioned finance, we were all here for the finance meeting. Ms. Conway is doing an amazing job, and not only saving us money, but getting us money in return. And all the different programs you've implemented have been just so beneficial to our city, and I just wanted to say thank you for that. And that is my report. Well,
thank you. Good evening. Hope everybody is staying safe and cool in this heat wave that we've been having the last few days. I did attend this evening's Finance Committee. Thank you, Mrs. Labby, for a wonderful report. Next meeting, the Finance Committee. Christine, I just want to verify, is it on Tuesday, August 26th or Wednesday, the 27th? I think we said during Finance it was on the 27th. I just want to... It's the Tuesday the 26th at 6 p.m. here in Chambers. Next meeting of the Safety Committee will be on Tuesday, July 8th at 6 p.m. here in Chambers. I do have a large list of streetlights that are out in Ward 5. Those will be reported to First Energy and to the Service Department, and hopefully they'll be back up and running here shortly. So the next meeting of the Public Works Committee will be on Tuesday, October 14th at 6 p.m. here in Chambers. Nothing further this evening. Thank you, sir.
all right. Thank you. Mr. Bonacci.
Good evening. Earlier this evening, I attended the finance meeting. We've already heard detailed reports from Mrs. Labby and others. Since our last meeting, none of my assigned boards or commissions have met. The next Park and Recreation Commission meeting will be this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. in the Chambers. I did attend the first Rock the Park of the season. The music was great. Thanks to all the staff who put that on. It's an incredible undertaking, and the hours that our recreation departments, our public works department put into that event, it's impressive. You know, you see people at work at 9 o'clock in the morning in their regular job, and then you see them at 9 o'clock at night cleaning up from the Rock the Park. It's amazing, the commitment. You know, there's good news. We still have several Rock the Park events coming up, so don't stop believing. There's still music to come. This Friday, when Journey Tribute, Escape will be there to play some music, and I hope that set list includes Only the Young at this all-ages show. If you see me there, please say hello. That concludes my report.
Yeah. That's a tough act to follow, sir.
He's good, okay?
That's tough.
Good.
All right.
I've seen that band multiple times. I'm not going this Friday because I'm going on a golf trip, but,
I'll be
yeah.
Keith Urban. All you, Mr. Fury.
Okay,
In the
well-
rain, in the massive rain.
It's all right. Tomorrow, there is a Twinsburg Tax Incentive Review Committee meeting that will be held at noon. I was appointed to this at last meeting, but upon some review with the law director, the makeup of the boards significantly changed. So I will report on their findings as they review the top agreements and tax and CRA agreements. But at this point, there's no longer a council member that will sit on as a voting member in this. It'll be a makeup of county fiscal officers, our finance director, representatives of the school, representatives of the county, CVCA, and some appointments from the mayor. So it's a change for it's the first time we've changed this in 20 years that I'm aware of. But anyway, that's going to happen tomorrow, and when we get that data, that will be what was recommended to either extend or alter those agreements to make sure that the commitments that were made for those deductions in property and income tax are being met.
Awesome.
So very successful program for economic development. There may be an ARB meeting on 7/3 at 6 p.m. It depends on whether there are agenda items. We did not have one last week, but again, there are a couple things pending, but it's whether the contractor can get the materials to be able to show to them. Tomorrow at the Hilton Garden Inn, there is a blood drive. It starts at 7:30 in the morning. It goes to 7 at night. I'll be there at 9:30. They run this several times a year. There's a critical shortage of blood for the Red Cross, and they are also, just on my desk as we got here, the Twinsburg Fire Department on Sunday, July 20th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Is sponsoring a blood drive as well, and they're giving a giveaway up to towards the purchase of a car. So they're incentivizing people to come in and give blood now. So, but I'm sure we'll have more details. But July 20th, the Twinsburg Fire Department is having the Battle of the Badges blood drive. So, again, please consider being a donor. That's all I have this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Here.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Couple items. On the 18th, I can't see here. On the 18th, at the senior center, they had their annual Alzheimer picnic for the seniors.
Oh, missed that one.
And I attended once again this year. It's usually a very nice event that they have. They have people there from the Alzheimer's Association that will speak about it. And it's they take donations. They raise some money there at the event that we have every year. So it was a really nice event, and I'm glad that I was able to attend. I know earlier we talked about golf course, and I think our Ms. Conway talked about, it's been a little down because of the weather and so on and so forth. But I got to be honest with you, on the days that it's not, I mean, we're killing it with. Last week we had an $11,000 day, over $11,000. So when the weather's good, it's good, and people are coming out and they're playing at Glen Eagles, and I think that if we can get some consistently nice weather, we might be able to do the same thing we did last year. Hopefully, we could have another record year, or at least close to it. I do want to make an announcement. The Shred Day. I don't know if you've had any calls, but we've had calls that we had a shred day on the 14th, I believe it was. And unfortunately, by 10:30, that truck filled up. And this is a free service that we provide to the residents. Typically, we've had the last few years, 2 years ago, we had only 800, 700 tons. Last year, it filled up to 800 tons, and we had capacity left. This year, by 10:30, it filled up. There was over 1,000 tons of shredding. I mean, the lines were tremendous. They were crazy there. So they had to leave. I mean, it wasn't the city. It wasn't. And I've received a lot of condescending remarks and emails from folks saying that it's too bad that we couldn't get a better staff and we couldn't have more staffing and we couldn't do better. And this is Twinsburg. I hope we can do better next time. And, you know, I just want to let everybody know, and everybody that I've heard from, I've responded to and told them, you know, what actually happens here. That's not a cheap venture for us. It costs us $500 an hour for that truck to be there. So to say, well, why don't you have 2 trucks there? You know, it's just not reasonable. And it just, this year, it kind of happened. So what we are doing, we've scheduled another one, and there'll be another one this Saturday, and we did put out a robocall yesterday to everybody. Did you get it? Yeah, it'll be this Saturday, the 28th, from 9 to 12, still at the Public Works Department. But we are asking for residents only, and we're asking for proof of residency. So people need to please bring their driver's license or a current utility bill to show proof of residency, because I think that might be a little bit of what's going on too. People see that there's a shred event, and you know, everybody comes to the shred event, and typically we haven't had a problem with it. But then when we get to the situation where, you know, we're full and we've got to close it up early, then we've got to close it up early. And you know, another thing would be a good idea to, if you're planning on bringing your shredding, come early. You know, we've had people come at 11:30, quarter to 12 when it closes at 12 o'clock. So that could be an issue as well. So I hope that they plan, you know, a little bit, you know, tighter of their schedule. And I'm hoping that through this collection, I've had many people tell me, well, what am I supposed to do with all this stuff now? I have it all in boxes and it's all ready to go. So, you know, giving them a week's notice, which it took us time to get an agreement signed again with the company that was able to do it in this short of order. So the notice went out yesterday, Monday, and the collection's this Saturday. So, you know, hopefully it'll go smooth, and everybody that came out to the last collection will be able to get all their documents shredded for them. That's our plan.
Are you doing another 4 hours? Or another same
I
amount of
said
time?
9 to 12. Yes, it's
3 hours. I mean, it's same
9 to 12. Mm-hmm.
same
Same
size truck, same size truck, everything.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
or until it fills.
Right.
That and I did, you know, we did say that in the announcement yesterday on the robocall, or until the truck is full. And also in that announcement was about the pool closure, the indoor pool closing for actually the fitness center closing for the repair of a electrical panel on the school side of the building, which, you know, that our utilities are connected there. And so last year, if you remember, they had a lightning strike over there that put the facility out for some time until it was fixed. Well, now that panel needs to be replaced, and it's going to be replaced. The first notice we got was it's going to be replaced on between June 27th and 30th. The facility would be closed. And not even maybe an hour after that robocall went out, we get a call that the contractor called the schools and said, unfortunately, you know, they're not going to be able to make it that day, so they had to change the date. So now the new date is July 7th through the 9th, that the facility will be closed for this electrical repair at the fitness center to repair that electrical box. And we did send out we didn't do a robocall today. I try not to take advantage of the reverse 911 thing. That's typically for emergencies. So we did send it out via email and text. So anybody that's on the program should have received that today, you know, notifying everybody that we've got a new closure date. Mm-hmm. Other than that, that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
All right. Do we have any department reports?
We do. We have Chief Mason here. You got a report? You don't. He doesn't. He just came to visit.
Just came to visit and see where the magic happens.
No, I just want to say thank you to council for your consideration. Get the radio. Using the radio equipment truly is no longer good to us, but for those departments that need it, it's valuable. And I got to think our goodwill will come back. So,
Sure.
thank you for that.
Awesome.
Christina, anything else? We're good.
I do have a question. How do you find out when another community needs radios? You just put out an email to everyone you know and say, hey, who needs radios? How does that work?
Interestingly enough, the radio company we use means it does our programming, repairs, things like that. And they happen to be talking to one of these other agencies who is in need of these radios. They knew that we were taking radios out of service because they were going to be programming new radios, new radios passing them out. The department, I personally spoke with their chief, he contacted me regarding provider months and months ago.
Probably should be on the mic. Probably should be on the mic.
Probably.
you're
It was, I wasn't expecting,
Report's done.
I really wasn't expecting such a long answer. That was great, though.
So that's how it came about.
You were hoping like
Wait.
telephone?
Right.
Like how do we
But-
get to the phone? Done.
But now that you came to the mic, do you see what you said on the mic? That's all I have. and that's how it happened.
And again, I wasn't planning on giving a report, but I did want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, appreciate it. All right, let's go to legislation. Here we go. Ordinance 58, 2025.
An ordinance amending Chapter 1116 signs of the codified ordinances of the City of Twinsburg regarding regulations considering the maximum number of days a yard sign may be placed in the city.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 58, 2025. May I have a second?
Second.
Ms. Lab, was that Ms. Walker? I just heard female voice from this side. That was Ms. Walker seconds. Is there any discussion on ordinance 58, 2025? Mr. Fury?
Just briefly, there were some challenges with getting some signs removed over the last year, and in the past, we had a 40-day limit. But when we did the overview of our code, it arbitrarily got changed to 120. I think it's in the best interest, and the Planning Commission agreed to move back to 40 so that, again, that's long enough for a temporary sign, in my opinion.
For sure.
So, thank you.
No, thank you. Anyone else? Shannon, call the roll.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
Yes.
Bonacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
All right, ordinance 58, 2025 passes 7-0. Ordinance 59, 2025.
An ordinance amending the regulations in the Twinsburg codified ordinances relative to the Architectural Review Board.
All right, resolution 59, 2025 now stands in its third reading. I think we're going to have one more reading on July 8th. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, ordinance 60, 2025.
An ordinance amending ordinance 94, 1999 relative to the city's community reinvestment program.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 60, 2025. May I have a second?
Go second.
Ms. Labby seconds. Any discussion on 60, 2025? Shannon, call the roll.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
Yes.
All right, ordinance 60, 2025 passes 7-0. Resolution 65, 2025.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with R.E. Warner for professional services relative to the construction of a new service garage complex.
All right, resolution 60, 2025 now stands on its second reading. Resolution 68, 2025.
A resolution authorizing the city to donate certain personal property owned by the city of Twinsburg and no longer needed for municipal purposes to Norton Police Department and declaring an emergency.
All right, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules and place resolution 68, 2025 on its third and final reading. The reason for this is to get those radios to them as soon as possible. May I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Mr. Bellin seconds. Any discussion on the three reading rule? Shannon, call the roll, please.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
All right, so the suspension of the three reading rule passes 7-0. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution 68, 2025 as an emergency. May I have a second?
Second. Yield.
Ms. Labby seconds. Any discussion on this? Again, thank you for doing that. That's great. It's great that we have the ability to get new technology to help someone else out. We're blessed that we can do that here. So.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that we're actually saving money by doing this. In addition to doing the right thing and passing it along, if we were to decommission these things, we would have to incur a cost to safely and securely dispose of them. So thank you.
All right, Shannon, call the roll.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
All right, Resolution 68, 2025 passes 7-0 as an emergency. Resolution 69, 2025.
A resolution authorizing the city to donate certain personal property owned by the city of Twinsburg and no longer needed for municipal purposes to Bedford Police Department and declaring an emergency.
All right, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules and place Resolution 69, 2025 in its third and final reading. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Barr seconds. Again, we want to get these to Bedford as soon as possible. Any other discussion? Mr. Collins, call the roll.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
All right, suspension of the three reading rule passes 7-0. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 69, 2025 as an emergency. May I have a second?
I'll second again.
Mr. Barr seconds again. Any discussion on this at all?
Again, same thing here. There is we are not incurring costs by doing this. In fact, we're saving money in addition to doing the right thing.
Yeah, Bedford is the recipient of 27 slightly used radios that they could desperately need.
All right, Shannon, call the roll.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
All right, Resolution 69, 2025 passes 7-0 as an emergency. Resolution 70, 2025.
A resolution opposing House Bill 335 and urging the Ohio General Assembly to reject legislation that eliminates inside millage and transfers local budgetary authority to the county budget commissions and declaring an emergency.
All right, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules and place Resolution 70, 2025 on its third and final reading. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Bonacci seconds. Again, we want to get this to the Ohio General Assembly as soon as possible. So, any other discussion? Oh, Mr. Fury?
So we've had lots of discussion on what some people don't like about this bill, but the purpose of House Bill 335, according to the people that are presenting it, is to deliver $3.5 billion in property tax relief to Ohioans across the state by overhauling the property tax system in the most impactful way since 1976. Property tax system now combines several bills in the comprehensive package that strengthens taxpayer protections, increases transparency, and improves local government accountability while preserving all essential services. So we've discussed tonight briefly about inside millage and whether it was or not. I think, again, I believe it's still in the Ways and Means Committee, and the chairman and another ranking member said that they have eliminated that spot. There are probably other issues in there that people may not like.
Sure.
But in 20 years here, I've never voted. We've never had a resolution to vote to send to Columbus in opposition to a House bill, and I don't think it's appropriate at this point for me to vote that way. Thank you.
Gotcha. No, I understand. I think, though, the fact that it, as of this point, is trying to eliminate inside millage, of course, I think it's great. I like it because we've got to protect our finances. So, all right. Yeah. So we just do this motion?
It's a resolution. You don't have to.
All right. So do we call the roll?
No, we need to call the roll on this.
Yes. Call the roll, please, Shannon.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
No.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
All right. Suspension of the three reading rule passes 6-1. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 70, 2025 as an emergency. May I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Mr. Bonacci seconds. Is there any further discussion? Anything else?
Go ahead, Mr. Bonacci.
Hearing what Mr. Fury has shared, in contrast to what is recommended by the Ohio Municipal League, the Chief of Police Association, our county executive, our Summit County Sheriff, our school board, and other entities, it would be ill-advised for me to stand against sending our voice from Twinsburg forward to our members of the Columbus.
All right, thank you for that. Anyone else want to add to that? Did you want to?
So, the single biggest piece of this bill that affects Twinsburg specifically is the inside millage piece. This was discussed earlier this evening in finance. The concern that I have as somebody who toiled for a long time to get a police and fire levy passed is that if we lose our 0.3 of inside millage, which currently funds some of our pension obligation to the tune of $580,000, and Ohio phases in the pension match where fire currently is moving from 19 to 24%, which is another $400,000 or $500,000. Delta is essentially $1 million hole now in Twinsburg's budget. In general, I don't like taking positions up here that align with the party, whether it be Republican or Democrat. But in this case, there are just too many unknowns. So I will be voting for this tonight because I don't think it's in the city's best interest as it currently stands. There's a lot of unknowns.
I completely agree. Anyone else want to make a comment? Shannon, call the roll.
Mr. Post?
Yes.
Mr. Bonacci?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mrs. Labby?
Yes.
Mr. Fury?
No.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
All right, Resolution 70, 2025 passes 6-1 as an emergency. That brings us to unfinished business, new business miscellaneous. We'll start down here with Mr. Fury.
Nothing at this time. Thank you very much. Stay cool and dry and water your plants
That's right.
and your dogs.
That's right. Mr. Bonacci.
Look out for each other. With this heat, there's a higher risk for heat-related illness and response. Our fire department and police services have been incredibly busy. Fire department shared the amount of concurrent calls that they had a few days ago, and we were serviced by other communities to help during a fire, respond to other emergencies. Kudos to those communities. At the same time, and Mayor, thank you for alerting me to this, there was tragedy in Cuyahoga Falls and Akron, and our fire department was part of that response. Good work to those that responded, and my heart goes out to that family and to those that are impacted by that, including the responders that found the little boy. That concludes my report.
Thank you for that, Mr. Bonacci. Mr. Bellin.
The Meadowood Community Garage Sale will take place this June 26th through 29th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Look for balloons for participating addresses. Nothing further. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And I have nothing else to add. Ms. Ladder.
The only thing I have to add is maybe an early birthday wish to one of our council members whose birthday might be this week. Mr. Barr, happy birthday.
Thank you.
She's good. I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing further from me.
No, I haven't gone on Facebook in months, so I've probably missed a lot of people's birthdays.
All right.
Months, literally, like.
It's on my
months.
phone.
She has a calendar.
I don't even look at it.
Facebook.
I am so done with social media. So happy birthday, everybody I've missed over the last few months. So, Ms. Walker.
I have nothing. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Barr, birthday boy.
Thank you, Mr. Post. Two quickies. The first, the city of Twinsburg family, if you will, lost a staff member, 28-year member of our service department passed. And, sorry, Mayor.
Oh, proud. Go ahead.
And I just want to extend my condolences to his coworkers and his family. I'll let the mayor take it from there. Additionally, on another note, I will not be at the July 8th meeting. I'm going to be traveling with the family for summer vacation. With that being said, I guess I will not see everyone until our meeting resumes at the end of August. And finally, and again, kudos to Mr. Gutowski for pointing this out again, mytwinsburg.com, the Notify Me tab. Sign up for what you want to be notified about. Just yesterday, I got the pool closure, and I get weather warnings and other alerts as they pertain to the city, and it's all right here. I know a lot of us live by this, so that's all I have.
Awesome, thank you. Mayor?
Yeah, thank you. I would like to just piggyback on what Mr. Barr said. We did lose one of our own last week, and it was very much of a surprise to us as well as his family. Eric Freed passed away, I believe it was in his sleep. And so there will be funeral services this week on Thursday. But I want to extend my my condolences to the family on behalf of the city administration and our council, as we already heard, to the family, and you'll be in our thoughts and prayers.
Mhm.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Awesome, Mr. Pizzana. Any final thoughts?
Only that I echo the mayor and Mr. Garner.
Thank you. And Ms. Conway, Ms. Collins?
I will also not be at the last meeting of council before the break, I'm vacation, but I am deciding whether the first capital improvement board meeting will be August 19th or August 26th. One of the documents go out next week. We're going to have a fun time for that one after.
Absolutely. Awesome. Shannon?
Nothing, thank you.
All right, so seeing that there's nothing else, we will adjourn the council meeting for June 24th at 8:06.
Well,